Hi, I'm Nick Bartolotta, licensed physical therapist and the co-creator of the Rolflex. And tonight we're going to be talking about climber's pump, which is basically an overstimulation of usually the forearm muscles, the flexors. Climbers get this a lot because they're having to hold really technical grips with their fingers, and the muscles along the inside of the wrist and then down into the forearm are not huge muscles, and when you hold a tight contraction for a long time, you restrict blood flow, and you also increase the amount of calcium that's being dumped into the muscle to create the contraction. And you'll get to a point where there's so much calcium being dumped into the muscle that it just won't stop contracting. And that's what we call pump. It'll literally feel like your forearm is ballooning up and about to explode. That's very uncomfortable. So one of the things that the Rolflex was specifically designed to do was help calm down muscle spasms and chronic contractions, and then also circulate blood through the body in a very profound way. So if you're dealing with forearm pump, like I've said before, you're always going to start on the opposite side. So you want to make the Rolflex wide enough to get around your forearm. I just put it in the third slot. And you start on the opposite side on the extensors, so the back of the forearm here, and you just roll down. And this feels kind of nice because the double rollers, the black rollers, are actually gently squeezing fluid out of the forearm. And if you want to get really technical about it, you can squeeze and push that fluid up the arm, release again, push the fluid up. And this is a massage technique where you're basically pushing that fluid up towards your lymph nodes to drain it out of the muscle. So once you've done that and you do some active release work on the back of the forearm, you spin the device around, and then specifically you're going to go after any contracture or point of spasm in the muscle along the inside of the forearm, and get creative with climber's pump. You want to move your wrist laterally, not just bend it back and forth, but actually move it laterally side to side, because the angles and the positions when you're gripping the rock are so unique that different parts of these flexors that wouldn't normally get activated with any other activity become problematic. So squeeze and find those spots, work it out until you feel the pump literally fade away. That'll mean the muscles recovered. So you're typically going to want to keep your Rolflex with you when you climb, because climber's pump is something that's going to happen on the spot that you're going to want to take care of immediately. And the sooner you get to it with the Rolflex, the better chance you have of actually not causing a chronic fatigue state in the muscle and being able to continue climbing.